There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Perfect. All right, let's jump into some Jesus. Apparently I can't talk. Let's jump into some Scrandle. All right, we're gonna do the daily. I think, is it still set? Okay, it's still set to Canadian currency. You know what? We're gonna go back to pounds. Okay, nothing new in the options. All right, let's play the daily. All right, bonus round time. We got a cheese quesadilla. Whoa, that cheese quesadilla costs a lot. Damn, $24.15. It comes with a pint, but still, is that a $20 pint? Like, goddamn. Or 8 wings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, we do have 8. We're good. For $4.50. You gotta go with the wings. Like, there's no choice here. The one on the right's just so overpriced. And it looks like a pretty sad little quesadilla, to be honest. Looks so flat. It doesn't look like there's, like, chunks of stuff in it. Like there should be. Okay, we got a chicken and mushroom puka pie, which I'm not sure what that is, but chicken, mushroom, some sort of gravy, maybe potatoes as well, I don't know. $3.50. And we got a double cheeseburger, which looks like it's almost a takeout cheeseburger, like a fast food cheeseburger. Like that's almost, yeah. Other than it looks like a cold fast food cheeseburger because of that cheese. Like that doesn't look like warm cheese. Now I'm inclined to vote for the one on the right, specifically because I'm not a big fan of mushrooms. Texture-wise, flavor they're good. Texture I just have an issue with. That's just, I have issues with textures with some foods. That's, yeah. But the double cheeseburger looks pretty sad, but you got some lettuce. I think that's the patty. If it is, oh yeah, it's a double, so it's 2 really thin patties in there. I mean, if it didn't look like it was sitting around for so long, I think that one's gonna win. So I think I'm gonna go for the pie, because I think that's what people would vote for. I think that cheese is gonna turn people away from the burger. Apparently not. I'm actually surprised. What is happening here? What? Wigan kebab, pie in a roll. That's, why are you surrounding your carbs with more carbs? The pie crust is already there for that reason. It's a pie in a pie. Why? Or a spicy steak sandwich. Why is that piece of what looks like probably an overcooked piece of steak in a roll? Either a pie in a roll or just an overcooked, pretty sad looking piece of steak in a roll. I think I gotta go for the spicy steak sandwich just because it's a little more balanced. Like, double carbs is devious. A little bit. That, like, just that application of double carbs is. Okay, so you got the, wait, was it a, oh crap, I forget where that was from. Was it Norway or Poland that, oh, there you go, Norway. The sausage and flatbread, there was a name for it though, that we ran into. It had an actual name. But they eat their wieners in a flatbread. Arrest Messi, he's not my goat anymore. Yeah. I don't blame you. Pizza as ordered by, is it Lionel or Lionel Messi? How are you supposed to pronounce the first one? Like, is it you're pronouncing almost all the letters like Lionel, or is it just Lionel? I don't watch soccer or football. But yeah, that pizza is like, it doesn't even look like it's cooked. You've always said Lionel? Okay. See, yeah, I wasn't sure. Maybe depending where you live, people pronounce it different. Maybe it's one of those that no one, or a lot of people don't pronounce right. Because I feel like in the States, I hear it as Lionel Messi, like kind of flowing through the whole word as one. It's subtle, but there's a difference. All right, I gotta go for the sausage and flatbread, because yeah, that pizza's just no. Just no. The P-Dog! The P-Dog! Shit. What? Why? I mean, it probably tastes okay. It just is sad. It's sad. That's all that makes me feel is sad, that P-Dog. Even if the P-Dog was only like, I don't know, 25 cents. It's just so sad. That's like what you make when you have nothing else to eat, is that sort of meal. And then this is looking like a pretty damn good cheese pizza. Not much peas, bro, we're not 2 years old. The P-Dog. What, is that what you guys feed 2-year-olds in Britain? Just P-Dogs? It's all soft, they don't need all their teeth to eat it. Alright, I have to go for this pizza. It looks like a pretty good pizza, to be honest. Like... P-Dog. Oh, okay, we know this one has a low score. But those chicken bites are looking fucking sad. I think it's partly the picture not making it look good. But I'm gonna go with the chicken bites and chips, because we already got the puka pie at the start, and it lost. It only had like, I think, what, like 20% or something? No defending England. Yeah, not on this one. Not on this one. It was the best of the worst. I gotta go for the left one. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I was right. It was in the 20%. The high 20s, though. Oh, we've seen this burger with gherkins before. And that looks like a... Not necessarily my kind of pizza slice. I don't like a deep dish pizza. Like, that looks like a deep dish. Not my favorite kind of pizza. Like, it's not bad or anything. If I'm getting pizza, I prefer a thinner crust. Like, I prefer closer to, like, you know, New York type style, or, you know, something that has a thinner crust and bigger slice. I like that. Better cheese to bread ratio, in my opinion. One slice for that price, but you get a can of piss water with it. AKA beer. Specifically Coors Light. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have anything against Coors Light. I'm just joking. But no, I gotta go for the one on the right here regardless. Even if it was like 50 times as expensive, it'd still be better. Even though that looks like a tiny slice. Like, that slice is barely bigger than the can. What is... Oh, those are forks. I was like, what is happening with these blue things? I've never seen a plastic fork that's that shape before. It must be a... This is... No, this one lies. It's not with gherkins, it's with gherkin. Singular on this one, why? At least the sausage on this side looks... Okay, no, it does look a little sad. I lied. I was gonna say it looks decent, but it actually just looks like a deep fried wiener. It doesn't look like a sausage, but it looks like it's fried, at least. Or deep fried or something. Because it looks like it's got some good kind of crisp skin on it. Yeah, this is like a downgrade from the last... Other than the patty looks better than the one with the 2 pickles. But... What if it was this one versus the one with the 2 pickles? I think I'd pick this one, to be honest. Again, the meat looks not as gross. All right, we're going with the battered chips. Ooh, that jerk chicken's looking good. With plantain and rice. Yeah, definitely. The half-pound bacon cheeseburger doesn't look too bad. I think the exposure's making it look like that cheese and fries are looking like way too yellow, but I think, again, it's just overexposed. I gotta go with the jerk chicken, though. That looks damn good. All right, we got the pie mash and gravy. just pretty standard one there. We got the chicken balti pie with a pint. That's... I don't think I've ever seen a paper cup with fake beer on the outside like that before. Now it's impossible to tell what kind of a pint this is and how full. I mean, it's a pint, so it's gonna be a standard pint, I'd assume, but I don't know how big this cup is in relation to this. Like, it might be a massive cup and a big pie, and the cup might not be as full as you'd think. Or maybe the cup was, like, full right to the brim and the pie is, you know, relatively small. I guess there's fork for reference. I think our pies are about the same size. Other than this one looks like it has a better crust. This crust is just looking sad. The constant gravy on everything. Yeah. It do be like that. It do be like that, Delta. The gravy be everywhere. They're just splooging their gravy on everything, eh? Alright, we're getting with the balti pie. I think that one... Wait! Is there... No. Yeah. One sec. I'll be right back. 1 second, I just have to grab something. All right, I'm back. I'm really sorry about that. I just had to help out the person who rents out the basement there. All right, back to this chicken balti pie. Let's keep going. Yeah, chicken balti pie. Awesome. She lost the back of one of her piercings. So she was asking for tape or something, if I had some. But I found one of mine that I didn't care about because my ears are pierced. I don't wear piercings very often. Like, I hadn't worn them in years, like, since the end of high school, up until recent, but I got more because Trimple wanted me to wear them again so she could see it. So I had some, and I had one that I was able to, that I don't care about. I got like just a little kit of them, and I have some of them I'd never use, so I cracked the wood off that one, and the little inner metal piece was the perfect size, so I'm happy that worked out. All right, now we got a very disappointing cheeseburger on the left, and we got a Cajun chicken wrap, which you can, oh, pardon me, oh geez, which you can barely see because it's so fuzzy of an image. It's like focused back here. This is the only part that's in focus. But I'm gonna say that's gonna be better than this like infested cheeseburger. That's not just, no, Delta, that's not just a disappointing burger or a disappointing wrap. That's a possibly disappointing but can't quite tell wrap, and a did maggots crawl through this looking cheeseburger. Like, it must have been like almost boiled or something to have like that sort of surface. It's not right. Yeah. Not surprised that was that low. Damn, if it weren't for that first one and me questioning the cheese, I would have gotten a perfect scran. I'm sad. The last time I played Scrandle, I tried so hard to get a perfect run. It was pretty funny. I failed so many times in a row. All right. We're gonna do a couple practice runs here. Loaded fries, sliced pepperoni, garlic ciabatta, mozzarella, tomato sugo, and basil. Whatever that is. Oh, I think it's like that is the tomatoey sauce, I guess. Okay. But the cheese isn't melted. Or this bratwurst with bread and mustard. Half a slice of white bread. A bratwurst and some mustard. I gotta go for the one on the left. If it was with like a nice roll, or I don't know, maybe, yeah, no, it would have to be with a nice roll or something. Also, why does he have like half a tray? Why does it look like there's no side on this? It's like they were cut in half. Yeah. All right, salt and pepper chicken for $9.50. That looks expensive for how little that is, though. Like, you could hold that in one hand, easy. I guess that's a burger too, and burgers can cost like $10. But it doesn't even fill the container that he's holding in his hand. Like, I don't know, it just seems small. Maybe it's just the way the picture is. It looks tasty as fuck, but it looks small. Or 5 sugar donuts. Now, I can tell just because of those are mini donuts. That's 5 mini donuts for £5. So even if this chicken is damn small, I still gotta go for it. Ooh, that was a pretty close one. Okay. What the fuck is this burger doing? The Leaning Tower of Burger. Or apparently the Hawk Burger. Chicken beef patty, hash browns, sausage, onion rings, cheese. It also looks like there's a chicken nugget in there. Oh, it does say chicken. Sorry. I figured it would say nugget. I was looking for nugget. And there's some lettuce. There's a sad piece. Also, why is the white sauce on the bottom, like, aim? Learn how to aim. And there's almost some more sauce almost off the tiny plate. Like, if your burger falls over, if your burger tips over, half of it will fall straight off the plate because of how tall it is. Also, those meat patties look dry as hell. There's just a generic hot dog with ketchup and mustard. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. I think the amount of food you get for 8 pounds is pretty good there, but the quality of food looks pretty sad. So I gotta go with the hot dog. All right. Really, people? How do you even eat that burger anyway? Like, do you pick some layers out and eat them first and then reassemble it? Like, why? Why are we getting pies in rolls? This is apparently the new thing. Is this, Delta, is this a new trend? In, I was gonna say Dapper Mustache Land, but I don't know if it's quite that these days. It shouldn't be. Yeah. It's like, why? You have perfectly good carbs there that are probably 10 times tastier than these carbs. Like, that's just a sad bun. Like, it's not even a nice bun. Like, if it was a really, really good brioche bun, no, still, that just isn't right. I gotta go for the asada over fries with cheese. That looks pretty good, and the cheese is actually melting, which is good. And that's looks like quite a bit of food for £7.50. That's pretty good. I don't know, I think I'm superior to every other British when it comes to food. Apparently, if the rest of them are eating that, pies in rolls, then I think you are. Even though I don't know what you eat on a regular basis, you could eat, oh my god, like, one of my cousin's old boyfriends, one of his struggle meals, because he could barely cook, was baked beans, like a can of baked beans, right? Like beans in molasses or beans in tomato sauce or whatever, that sort of thing. And he added a can of tuna to it and just ate that with bread. As long as you don't eat something like that, or pies in a roll, that carb layering like that on like, that's just like a disrespectful level. Like, I'm all for carbs. I love my fucking carbs, but that's just disrespectful to the pie. Then you're fine. I actually use seasoning, crazy. Oh, wow. You don't think pepper is a spice, like a crazy spice? No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't think most British people actually act that way, but you know. I mean, hey, you guys took so much land and countries and places over, stole all their spices, and then just never used them. It's like, I guess it's one of those, you only miss it once you don't have it. You guys just got so used to having it, you just don't want it anymore. I think he needs to be hung, drawn, and quartered for that struggle meal. Yes, I agree, the beans and tuna was, I never saw it in person, but it sounds freaking rank. I think they deserve to struggle. I eat proper British food, like curry and pizza. Ah, yes, that's right. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. All right, we're voting for the fries. Like, almost 50% of people voted for that. Whoa, I was a little confused at what was happening, but it's a wrap. It's one of those Yorkshire pudding wraps. Okay, well, there's more coming! You've got a fucking tsunami of ketchup going for this goddamn burger! And that patty's looking sad. I gotta go for the Yorkshire pudding wrap. Like, you're not having a burger and tomato soup when you ask for just a little sauce. No, that's what happens when you go out for fast food and you want extra. Every once in a while, the person in the kitchen's just like, fuck this person, I'm gonna add a fucking tsunami of sauce on here because they wanted extra. I've actually seen that happen before when I used to work at McDonald's. Some of the fucking dumbasses that don't last more than a few months, you know? The ones who get fired quick, luckily. It's like, come on, you're putting in more effort to make them angry than it would be just to add the one squirt of extra sauce than to like fucking crank that thing. Like, I swear they do it out of spite just because they modify what they want slightly. Like, some people are so petty and stupid. All right. Pudding wrap it is. Yeah, they're both pretty low, but Northern Lion's egghead is what happens when you ask for a little off the top at the fireplace. Yeah. You get the goddamn trim and polish. You can tell he takes care of his noggin, though. It's a shiny noggin. He has a well-lubricated noggin. Alright, fries with ketchup and mustard. Okay, those aren't fries, those are potato wedges. Like, it's a nice noggin, I want to touch it. Is that so, Delta? You want to caress Northern Lion's noggin? Or a pizza twist. I think I gotta go for the pizza twist here. No, there's no way that's only a quarter pound. There's no way. Oh, quadruple quarter pound. Is it implying that each patty is a quarter pound? Because I would believe that. And if so, that is a massive fucking burger. For 7 pounds. God damn. It's not American food. Why is it so much? Yeah. That's the quadruple bypass burger, not the quadruple quarter pound burger. Or the curry sauce and chips. That's just looking I think I have to go for the burger because I know people are gonna vote for the burger. Like, it doesn't look like a terrible burger other than that bun. That bun, not my kind of burger bun. Again, I prefer like a brioche or a really nice sesame bun or something like that. But like, it's just sad white. Like, it almost looks like a ciabatta bun type texture. Like, it looks dry and grainy almost. You're gonna have to go to the shitter quadruple the times. Yeah, probably. I'm going for the burger. I think it would, it's a stupid amount of food, but I think it would be pretty tasty. Like, you got some nice grilled onions on there too. And even though the cheese is looking a little odd, it's not looking too sus, so. But this bacon is kind of throwing me off. It looks in between like pea meal bacon and regular just bacon. Like, cause that piece, those two look like regular bacon, but that one almost looks like pea meal bacon because it looks thick. Maybe it's a combination. I don't know. Or maybe it's just a weird piece of bacon. Also, the picture isn't very good quality. All right, I'm going with the quadruple burger. Let's check. Hey. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I had a feeling. Hey, we've seen this sausage roll before. Donuts. That's not just donuts. That's diabetes. You got your mini marshmallows, your Nutella frickin' squirt. It's not really drizzled. It's not like a blob. I'm gonna call that a squirt. That's your Nutella squirt. And then you've got your whipped cream on the side. That's not donuts. That's the Mickey special. Yeah, she would probably like that. She would probably eat that. Yeah, I think she would enjoy that. Now that's looking almost too sweet for me. Like, if it was just like the marshmallows are pushing it over the edge for me. But, and that sausage roll, the exterior is looking pretty good. I really don't like these stamps that they put on them, on some of the rolls and pies, but that looks like a well-cooked sausage roll. It's looking a little sad down there, but I think that might just be the way the photo is. I'm going for the roll. Hey. Also at a stadium, I wouldn't want that much sweet stuff to eat while sitting there watching. You gotta have something stadium foodie. Which, I don't know, really sweet stuff just doesn't seem like stadium food. Like, maybe a donut, or, you know, something like that, but not that much. Hog roast roll and crackling. Beef brisket roll. That brisket roll is looking so much better. That looks like a good bun. You got, I'm not quite sure what's happening on top. Maybe crispy onion and some sort of herb. I think. But that brisket is looking nice and saucy and tender and tasty. The hog roll looks good if it's nice and hot. Yeah, a little bit. Other than it looks... I don't know, there's just something about it. The meat is almost the same color as the bun. Like, I don't know, I feel like that might... It could be hella tasty, but it just doesn't look very seasoned. But I guess up here, this has got some sort of glaze on it, so... Yeah, we can blame it on the picture on that one. I'm going for this brisket roll, though. It looks better regardless. Yeah, not much. Yeah. Something I've noticed is people seem to love their crackling on here. I'm not a huge fan of it. Like, if it was there, I might have a nibble, but I'd never go out of my way for it at all. Like, never. We got the double scotch beef burger, which I think, other than the picture, it's probably a decent burger. It just looks really pale because of the picture. Crackling is very well liked, especially in England. That makes sense. I know a lot of countries it's super, super popular. But, I don't know. I never really grew up eating it. Like, I've had it here and there, but it's, again, not something I go out of my way for. Chicken tikka, dirty fries. Those fries are looking real tasty. I'm going for the fries. Like, yeah, fries. Oh, I did so well this time again. I only got one wrong. All right, we're gonna go for one more. Jesus, one more before we move on. Let's get this one 100%. Okay. I don't know what it is, but I am struggling to speak at times tonight. That's okay though. All right, we got the turkey schnitzel and the barbecue bacon fries. I think I gotta go for the bacon fries because it doesn't look like there's anything on here. Like, I don't see any sauce on the edges. Maybe there's some underneath. No cheese or anything. It looks like it might be a little on the dry side. Like, if that had some toppings or sauces, I might go for that. Because it does look like a decent piece of schnitzel, so. But I'm going for these bacon fries. Oh, that 1.2% difference. Okay, this image is just so zoomed in. Those veggies are looking steamed and plain as hell. I guess at least you got gravy. Okay, that looks like a decent double cheeseburger. I'm going for the cheeseburger. This picture just, if it was a better picture maybe, but like that, you're putting in all the other stuff looks half decent. Those veggies look pretty plain, but I'm going for the burg. I think also partly because a Sunday roast can fairly often be done with pork and therefore have crackling, though usually mine is kid chicken. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Oh! 0.02%. I did it. I think that's the closest one I've ever gotten right. 0.02% difference. That is crazy. Cheeseburger and chips with Fanta. I haven't had a Fanta, like... Yeah, I haven't had a Fanta in a while, like, other than the generic grapefruit Fanta. I haven't had one of the other kinds in a long time. Just 0.02 different is crazy. Yeah, that really was. That cheeseburger's looking pretty good. The cheese isn't quite melted, but that patty looks like it was cooked properly, like on a proper grill. Maybe a hair overcooked, but it's probably thick enough that it's still juicy. Yeah, 5-piece being £9.45. Actually, to be honest, a fucking 5-piece in Canada is fuck at least that much at most places. Not pound though. That's Canadian dollars. So I guess that's cheaper. So that's fair. Yeah, that is overpriced. Cause I think a pound is like, fuck, I don't know, what, $1.50 Canadian or some shit? Let's see. Let me open a new tab here quick. A new window. Let me check. Me to... Okay, no, I want to go the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. So Canadian dollar is 0.54 pounds, which, if I go the other way, is maybe 2. And the CAD. Oh, it's almost $2. It's 186. So yes, those freaking chicken strips are hella overpriced. That's like, it's like 17, 18 bucks Canadian right there. Must have deliberately found the most overpriced and disgusting food. I feel like that's a lot of the stuff on here. And then some stuff is just priced as $4.20, and you know, they just did that just because they didn't have an actual price and wanted to be silly. So I just ignore those ones when they have a price. But yeah, I think I'm going for this burger, chips, and Fanta. It's really expensive, but at least you get a drink with it. Yeah, funny numbers, right? I think I gotta go for the burger. Like, it's so expensive though. But I mean, your drink's a few bucks. Your burgers, or pounds, your burgers, I don't know, 7 pounds. Your fries are a few. Okay. Damn it. I knew I should have gone with the Ron on the right. I knew it was gonna win. Okay. What sort of choice is this? You don't even get the pint with the fish sandwich. This pizza. The fries look better in the 5-piece. Yeah, I guess they did. That's fair, Delta. I should have gone for it. You made me overthink prices. Even though the other one was more expensive. It was more food. And drink. Whenever your partner leaves you a slice. yeah, I left you some food. Okay, now if it was £10.40 for the whole pizza, that's a good price, which I assume it is. So I'm going to ignore that price. Like, but now is that just a really unevenly cut pizza, or was the pizza only like this big for $10.40? Because was it like small like that, or was it like a full like medium pizza? Yeah, $10.40 for a pinky slice. Could you imagine if that slice actually cost that much? That would be insane. I just gotta go for the pizza. Even though I think it's intentionally trying to mislead you here with the price and size. I wouldn't want to eat that. We'll just say that. That is not my cup of tea. Isn't that like something you'd eat after a freaking night out at the bar in Germany or something? Like at 2 a.m.? Isn't that what that sort of thing is? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm going for the pizza. Okay. I'll accept my fate at this point. A pint of Stella. Ooh, I like Stella. Stella is good. Oh, come on, 11 in a Budweiser cup. For 11 pounds. Jesus. That's more than 20 bucks for a beer. Canadian. God damn. After a night out in Germany, you have more beer, of course. Chicken gyro and chip. I think I gotta go for this one. That looks pretty tasty, and that's just insanely priced. Like, if there was food with that, sure, but nah. Hi, Balder. Sorry, the dog just came in to say hi. Why does that burger look slimy? It looks like someone, added their own condiment to that burger, we'll say. Something ain't right. Is it Kavapi? Kavapi? I don't know. It's from Australia, so it definitely wouldn't be Italian, I don't think. With Ajvar. I don't even know what this is, but I'm going for it. Added the secret sauce, yeah. Yeah, burger's got the sort of secret sauce you don't want. I gotta go for the roll. It looks pretty tasty. England, come on. Australia's beating your ass on this one. Oh, it's a Balkan thing. Okay, interesting. Not this one again. What was the name for that? I've seen this one before. It was... What was the name for it? It started with an S, I think. It was like Selkie or something. I don't know. Hot dog and chip. Oh, those onions look sad. They just look sad. But at least you could enjoy the fries. I just removed the onion. I gotta go for the hot dog and chips on this one. I'm sorry, Hungary. Yeah. Borril with the Mars bar. Wait, what is that again? Isn't it like broth of some kind? Bovril? No, I think I'm thinking of something else. I knew what it was at one point. Delta, help me here. It's from England. You must know. It's meat extract. Okay, yeah, okay. So yes. All right. I was pretty sure it was something like that. All right. So it's kind of like a what's the word I'm looking for? When you get whatchamacallit and dip. What's the word I'm looking for? Damn it. One second. Let me find the word I'm looking for. Oh, that's it. It's the beef dip. That's what I'm thinking of, but there's a name for it. French dip or Philly cheesesteak dip or beef dip. Yeah. Would it be something like that? Just a really, really rich meat. Oh, it's trash? Okay, so not that. Not that. Is it like they extract every ounce of flavor they can out of the meat until it's nothingness, and that's what you get from it? Pork steak with tomatoes. That looks far better. That looks, regardless of what it is, you gotta go for the pork steak here. All right, you know what? I'm gonna actually here. I'm searching up Bovril. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Okay, so it's like the paste, and that's just made into like. Okay, I see. It's like gravy used in broths and soups. Okay, yeah. I see. Yeah, alright. Yeah, and it's just like... Yeah, I was gonna say it's super salty, yeah. Bovril is a thick and salty meat extract paste, similar to yeast extract. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Isn't it sort of similar to Marmite, but not yeast-based? Yeah. Developed in the 1870s by John Lawson Johnston. It is sold in a distinctive bulbous jar and has cubes and granules. Its appearance is similar to the British Marmite and Australian Vegemite. Bovril is owned and distributed by Unilever UK. And that Mars bar is devious. Yeah, meat, liquid, and Mars bar. Salty meat liquid and Mars bar. The fuck is happening with this hot dog bun specifically? Why is it supposed to look like the goddamn turf? It's greener than the grass is. The Lompe, that's what it was. That's what the name of that thing was. We're going for that because this thing's just, that ain't right. It's like fucking Shrek dog. Oh god, the hot dog that's been to hell and back. Or a penne pasta that they brought from home. Basically what it looks like. We're going for the pasta here. I wonder if that lady saw the dog and she's laughing about it. That's what it looks like. Looks like she looked away and is trying to contain her laughter at this sad hot dog. Why aren't you eating your Shrek bread? I made it fresh just for you. I even made it more green. I know that's how you like it. Extra Shrek flavoring. Oh, jeez. It's got layers like an onion. Yeah, layers of green. All right. I think I gotta do one more here. I gotta do one more. I was gonna end it after that. What? Another one! What is happening? What is with the pies and rolls and the green hot dogs tonight? I haven't seen these up until tonight. I mean, I've been gone for 2.5 weeks from this game, but yeah, is that right, Balder? Really? Do you need to go outside? I need to let the dog out. He probably has to go to the bathroom. Sorry, I'll be right back. But even though we hated on the pie and bread so much, I think I might have to go with that one. I don't understand that much food coloring in something. It's just it's to support the Shrek sports team. Yeah. Go Swamp Folk, go! Go Swamp Folk, go! Shrek is their star player. Donkey's the coach. Sorry, I'm not even sitting down anymore. I'm like halfway across the room now. I'll be right back. I gotta let the dog in. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. They'll be going against the donkey. Oh, yeah. Okay, that. No, wouldn't it be like the knights? That would be their arch rivals, the rival team. The swamp folk versus the knights, or the royal family, or whatever you want to call it. Because isn't that kind of like the villains of Shrek? And then the cheerleaders are the gingerbread men. The Farquads, yes! That's it. Swamp folk versus the Farquads. And your entertainment tonight is the Gingies or whatever. Isn't that the name of one of them, like Gingy or something? One of the gingerbread men? Isn't that the one that gets hurt all the time? It's been so long since I've watched Shrek. Like, ages. Alright, we're gonna move on. I'm picking the Bombay sandwich. I don't know if it's gonna win, but this one looks like beans, some sort of sour cream or cream sauce, and some sort of, I don't know, green sauce, maybe some sort of salsa type, like salsa verde type sauce, or maybe it's just spicy hot sauce on a green-ass bun. Like, what the hell? Even though this is a monstrosity, this was intent. Okay, my thing is that Sonoran hot dog was planned and assembled to look like that. My question is why? Now this Bombay sandwich looks like an afterthought, whereas this looks planned. Yeah. And at least you got a meat samosa. So you do got meat in there. It's overdoing the carbs still, but yeah, that's fair. Good job, people. Good job. I'm happy the majority didn't vote for the green ass hot dog. All right, piri piri chicken wrap with waffle fries and piri mayo. That actually looks pretty good. I do love like a chicken wrap, or chicken and rice. That one's damn cheap though. Ooh, and that chicken is looking really good. I think for the price, I gotta go for this chicken and rice. Like, that looks like a tasty meal. Like that is quite literally fall off the bone tender. Like, there's straight up a bone in there. But like in a good way. Generally having a bone in your food isn't a good thing, but that's in the good sort of way. I think I gotta go for I don't know, are people gonna vote for this one more because it's just... No, I'm going, damn it. See, I knew it. People don't pay attention to the price a lot of the time. Hey, here's the chicken roast dinner again, but a normal photo of it. Okay. Okay. Steak, bacon, and onion baguette. Well, if this... Okay, isn't this supposed to be at a stadium? Why is it fucking pitch black? What? Where is this person? Are they crawling around underneath the seats or something? Like... What is happening in this picture? Usually I'm not worried about the background, but... Also, yeah, stadium. Why do you have, like, a full-on metal gravy boat if this is supposed to be at a stadium, but it's on, like... No, that kind of looked like plastic at first, but I think it's just, like, an oval-shaped ceramic plate. It looks cheap, but it doesn't look plastic, I don't think. Like, it looks... Oh, maybe? No, then it would be a hard plastic, which those containers never are. Weird. That's weird. It's like, I guess some stadiums would have kind of a sit-down-y restaurant. Do they? I don't know. I've only ever been to a stadium a handful of times. I've been to hockey arenas a handful of times too, but like to watch. I mean, I also played hockey for 8 years of my life when I was young, when I was a kid. Okay. If I didn't think they were in the freaking, like, under the stadium or something, I might go for that. If I could even tell. Like, no, you know what? No, I'm going for yeah, I'm just going for this one, even with the weird background. Hawk burger. Wait, but that other crazy tall one was a hawk burger too. Now this is a reasonable hawk burger. 3 patties, 4 bacon, and cheese. Doesn't look like a terrible burger. Doesn't look like the best burger ever, but... Sugar crumble pastry. It's free. Well, that looks tasty, and it's free. Is there a sequel to the Hawk Burger that's Hawk 2 Burger? Perhaps. Well, I might eat this Hawk Burger as Jesus. I might eat this burger as long as no one's hawked into my burger. Yeah. I think I'm going for this just because it's free. But that being said, again, we've figured out that people really don't pay attention to price a lot of the time, so... Yep. I mean, who doesn't want a free piece of pie? Boneless fried chicken, that looks tasty. And that's... What did they do to this thing? The bubble on the pizza is like half as big as the pizza. I gotta go for this fried chicken. I mean, it's just like chicken bites. Sauce chicken bites. Takoyaki, grilled octopus and batter. Or you got pulled pork nachos. That pulled pork looks... Okay. Is this... Balls. Yeah. The balls harden. That's one of my favorite, like, 4-second videos. Poof. Okay, maybe it's like 10 seconds, but it's a really short video. I gotta go for the balls, because Takoyaki is damn tasty, and these look like some decent ones. Japan generally does some pretty good food, even at their stadiums. Yeah, well, as far as I've... My balls have hardened for the whole stream stare. Oh god. I think you might have an issue if that's what's getting hardened, not the rest. That's slightly concerning. Yeah, I'm going for the takoyaki. It's also damn cheap. Pork ramen. That looks like a pretty good pork ramen. Other than... Why is there a... Okay. I mean, it's from Japan. I'm not gonna argue with it. I was just gonna say, why is there a lemon in there? That just seems odd, but... I mean, broth, a little bit of lemon, it would be good. I don't see an issue with it. It just caught me off guard. And then a pepperoni pizza. I think I gotta go for the ramen. I do love me some good ramen. Like, I've actually gone out and had proper ramen before. It is worth it. It's a completely different sort of meal than, you know, a store-bought ramen, of course. Like, it's some good stuff. Also, it's green like the hot dogs. Maybe I can see a doctor. You've got green balls. It's a little different than blue balls. Oh god. Alright, I'm going for the pork ramen here. Seriously, people? Those pepperoni look sad. Like... Oh well. My balls are jealous is all. Okay, so that's what it means when they go green. You're jealous, okay. Blue balls is being denied, and green balls is being jealous. So is that like when you're the cuck in the corner but don't want to be? Is that when you get green balls? Or they're zombies? Oh, so that's how the zombie outbreak started. It started in someone's balls. Or maybe it's a Shrek outbreak. You're slowly gonna turn into Shrek. Starts with your balls. Goes from there. Parmo covered chips. Oh, if that was pasta, I'd go for that. But it's fries. They'd just be sad and soggy and mushy. If it was like mashed potato, that would be fine. But if you're going for the fry format, at least keep it in the fry format. Like, you're gonna eat that, and the fries won't stay as fries. This zombie outbreak started in Delta's balls. Oh, jeez. Hopefully that doesn't become real-life canon eventually. That would be terrifying. I think that would be the worst way for a zombie outbreak to start. Hey, at least it would start on a whole other continent, so we might be fine over here. I doubt it, but, you know. There's more of a chance. I gotta go for these pepperoni and cheese rolls, I think. Yeah. Assuming you had some marinara sauce or something to dip them in, 100% the pepperoni and cheese rolls, and you could probably buy a cup of that. All this destruction, society in a state of ruin in this post-apocalyptic world, all from one man's balls. Yeah. Yep. You know, the two kind of worlds. The post-apocalyptic world and the not world. Oh god, I'm sorry, that was a really bad joke. I'll make sure my Somme balls reach Canada, don't worry. No. No, please don't. Oh boy. Ham and salami pizza or trapiro? Okay, pork crackling, fried eggs and rice. Okay, this pizza looks sad. That one looks decent, other than the pile of mushrooms in the middle. Oh! I see what happened here. The person who got the ham pizza, which... I'm trying to see if it's a Hawaiian pizza. Do we see pineapple on there? Maybe? Or is that just the cheese looking weird because of the shine? I don't know. Ham or Hawaiian pizza. No, I think it was just a ham and mushroom pizza. But they pulled the mushrooms off of this pizza and gave it to the other person. If these pizzas were assembled as made, even though I don't like mushrooms, so the one on the left wouldn't really be for me, but I'd be the person who picks them off and still eats it. Or just, you know, leaves some of the smaller ones at least. I'm not super picky when they're on a pizza as long as the pieces aren't too big. But those look like they'd be some decent pizzas. I gotta go for the pizzas here. Even though I think because this one had the mushrooms picked off, it's going to lose, I'm going for the pizzas. That's my assumption here. I could be completely wrong. I was wrong, but I was not very far off. I was only 2% off. Well, 2.01% as a minimum at least, or it would have been a tie. But you know, steak sandwich with chips and a drink. Okay, a drink comes with that. So, oh, I was gonna say that's probably not a bad price, and then I looked and it's 24 pounds. Or jerk chicken and rice. I gotta go with the jerk chicken and rice here. That looks really good. And that's insanely priced. Like, insane. Beautiful. All right, that was somehow the worst round out of this scrandling. That's the word I'm looking for. But I think it was one of the best in some ways. It was one of the most chaotic, we'll say. All right. I'm gonna just do another little 5-minute BRB there. I'm just gonna go grab myself a drink and stuff.